Okay, right, I've just fitted the back mud guard, got the wheel in, because you have to put the wheel in, you put the speedo cable in before you put the tank in, because it's just, you can wiggle it around but it's a pain in the bum. So the next thing on this side is fit the oil lines, because you want to get all of this side of the tank done before you put the actual petrol tank in.
Okay.
So you know that everything's running free, and because you don't want to trap your wiring and, you know, bits and pieces. So yeah, so it's just an exercise of getting everything on, because there's quite a lot of it. It's all sort of a bit fiddly, but so I can't remember which order you put your oil lines in. So I'll put them all in loosely. This is just your breather from the engine up to the tank. The sealing washer either side. So that looks pretty happy where it is, doesn't it? That will have to bend, but I can't remember whether it goes behind that or in front of that. So let's get the other pipe and have a look. Right, I'd say that goes in afterwards, wouldn't you? That's hitting that. Let's take him back off. I've done hundreds of these, I just never remember which bloody way around you have to put them.
Something tells me there's going to be a video on YouTube soon, we better tell you.
Yeah. You don't want to cross thread these. That's too high. I'll have to take it off at that end. Yeah. Probably have to make a spanner up for this end. Right, so it wants to do that, doesn't it? Right, it's going to have to come off that bottom somehow, I think. Got a lower bit of repro.
Is it worth fixing at the top first and then doing the bottom after it, or?
No, because it's such a pain in the arse to get to the bottom. That's got it. It's just tweaking that pipe to get it just the right angle, you know.
What's the danger of cross threading then?
It's such a fine thread on these, they'll just leak oil. You know, you can't get them tight enough, so that's going on properly now. So let's.
Do you use a thread lock on there at all?
No. No, I never put thread lock on those.
Well, because you'll need to take them off at some point.
Oh yeah, they'll all, if you drain your tanks and stuff, you know.
So just checking the order of those lines then, putting them on, which is the order you would do it?
Put your breather pipe on first. Yeah, that one. Then put your scavenge pump pipe on, which is this one. That one. But while that's, you can just get in there to do that up, you see.
Yeah.
But that is a pig to get to do up. So what you can do is just pop him back off. And that'll give you just enough room to tighten that top one there, yeah?
And how tight should you be doing these up?
Pretty tight, yeah, because they're on a taper fitting. But you obviously don't want to strip the thread, but you can give them a fair bit of welly. Obviously you don't want to go anywhere near your paintwork. Yeah, these pipes are so crap when they're made. like, you can't really see that. See that one? It's going in at an angle, the pipe. They just bend them until they'll fit, but the consequences are that the taper that goes on the ends, they're never right. You just have to do them up until they stop leaking. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. You don't put anything on the thread to...
No.
Because you can get that tape, can't you, that you put on?
No, because the thread isn't the bit that's going to leak. These have got a cone on the end, like that. And the pipe goes over it.
Yeah.
I should better show you on the other one. But that's your threaded bit that's in the tank. And it has a cone on the end. So the thread won't leak. It's the cone going into that taper that
right, so if that's not exactly...
well, they're never exact, so that's the trouble with them. That's quite probably an original pipe, that one, because it's quite good ends on it. But normally when you get the repro ones, that isn't level, it's got more flare on one side than the other side and all that crap.
So is there anything you can do to...
I suppose you could trim the ends and re-flare them, but because the pipe's so bent anyway, it's very hard to do. That's that one. So all I've got to do is tighten up the bottom, but what I'll do is I get an old spanner, an old 11/16 spanner, and cut a slot in it.
Yeah.
So you can feed it over the pipe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you can serve, because there isn't enough room to get a full swing with the head of that, like that, you know. See, there's one I've made for a 5/16 Whitworth, which is too small for that. Might fit it, but let's try it. Might work. Don't think it will though. So I'll have to. I've got a box of old spanners over there. No, that's too small. So I'll just see if I can get a little pinch on it with this spanner, just to stop it leaking. It just goes all over the exhaust pipe. Okay, so that's our oil lines in. That needs a clip on it, that speedo cable. So I'll have to make a clip up to go around there, because it bolts on under there, look. So that bolt on the tank. It should have a clip here, so we'll make something up to hold it. You've got to put your toolbox on there. That wire, I've done that wrong, should be the other side of that, so I'll take that wire out and change it over. Yeah, the oil lines just make it all spring this way, you know.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure everything's out of the way before you try and put the other tank on. And you've got no wiring trap in there, no wiring trap in there. So the only other ones we've got to worry about is the headlamp feed, which we can tuck that out of the way. Pretty much ready to put the other tank on now. This wiring on that side of that tucks in there. Out of the way. Yeah, I think we can probably pop the other tank on now, and then you can fanny around where all this is going, you know. You just don't want to trap it behind. The only place it traps is on these lugs that hold it all together.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure it's not catching on those. What I tend to do is put it on with just one bolt, one that's long enough to hold it all, so that'll hold it all together. And that's it. And then just play around with all your bits of cable and everything to get it out of the way, you know. I think I'll come over the top of that for a moment. Right, okay. Okay, so he won't fall off. Right, okay. So now we know we've got nothing trapped there. So you can shorten that down, we'll loosen that back off, tuck him round under there. It doesn't matter as long as it's not in the way, you know. As long as you haven't got anything seriously under pressure when the tank's going. I know that one's tight because of the oil lines. But that, nothing's in the way there. That one you have to be careful of, so bring him back there. I can still move that cable, you see, when it's pulled in tight. So that's fine, because I've had it before. I've actually tightened it up and it's cut through those, it's shorted it out.
Yeah.
But no, that's okay. Before I tighten it up, put your fuel rod through, play around with all that lot, you know. But I've got to clean all of that.